This is Shannon at the Germantown Public Library, here to tell you about this week's take-home craft. This week, we will be making a beaded bookmark, which will look something like this. I will let all of our younger crafters know that this is probably a project where you will need a bit more help, just because it is on a smaller scale and sometimes threading the beads with little fingers is a little more difficult. But it'll make a nice bookmark for your favorite book or a gift that you can give to somebody else. All right, so when you pick up your craft kit, in it you're gonna find some embroidery floss, a handful, about 5 beads, and then a small piece of fishing line. I don't know if you can see that here on the screen, but it's like a little piece. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your embroidery floss, and I will tell you, this was not a crafting accident, this was actually a kitchen accident. So I will just advise all of you to remember that kitchen knives are sharp. So that being said, we will go on. You're gonna take your embroidery floss, go ahead and pull the little paper loops off of there, and you're gonna find the end, and you're gonna take about this much, about 12 inches, 16 inches, however long you want your bookmark to be, and go ahead and cut that piece off. And that will leave you with a piece of embroidery floss like this. Then, once you have cut that off, you're gonna take what's left of the embroidery floss and you're gonna just cut it in half. So you're gonna cut straight across, which will leave you with a piece that looks like this. So your next step is going to be to take your long piece and you're going to loop it through the pieces that you cut off. So you're gonna have it where it's just kind of drooped over like that, and pull it down to the center. And then you want to go ahead and tie a knot right there, tie it tight. Then you're going to take your take your fishing line and you're going to loop it under your embroidery floss, and that's going to be kind of like a little needle that you can thread your beads onto. So you're going to hold those two ends tight, and you're going to take 4 of the beads and put them in whatever order you want. And this is going to be hard for me to do with my finger being what it is, but you're going to thread those beads down to your knot. So, and I'll let you guys do all 4. It's hard for me to do with this, but you're gonna thread all 4 on there and it's gonna look like this. And then you can actually take a couple ends of the part that makes your tassel that's hanging down and actually tie those around here just to kind of tighten that on also. So your tassel's gonna look something like this. You've got your 4 beads and then you've tied a little loop of embroidery floss around here just to hold that tight. Then the only other step you need to do is you're gonna use that same piece of fishing line, thread 1 more bead on, and you're gonna tie a knot under it and tie a knot above it to hold that bead on. And that'll be the end of your bookmark, which will keep it from slipping out of your book. And when you're done, you will have a nice fancy bookmark that you can use when you're reading your favorite book. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week for another take-home craft. Thanks so much.